Hello and welcome to Travel Tips. It's always amazing me about the toilets on aircraft. Some aircraft, obviously the newer ones, the A380s, have obviously made accessibility slightly easier by having accessible toilets. I've never actually seen one because, well, A, I don't need to use one, but B, I've never found one on an aircraft. It was at the back of the aircraft and I never go all the way back. Generally on the A380, the toilet is a average, normal sort of toilet, so I generally use those. Obviously, the idea of getting up and down the aisles is difficulty for me, although I can just about manage to walk down to the toilet from where I am. I generally try to get close to the toilet if I can, and of course my preferred seat is a bulkhead seat, so I tend to sit where they are, and they tend to be either near the toilet or near the galley, so that's quite convenient for me. But however, on some occasions we have been like the toilet has been at the other end, so you have to walk down. If you have less mobility than me, so for example you're a wheelchair user, then obviously the aircraft is a bit of a no-no, unless you can hold yourself and not go to the toilet for the duration of the flight. You're in a bit of trouble, really, aren't you? And obviously, if you have a catheter fitted, then obviously that will enable you to not to really worry about toileting. But if you're a normal sort of average person and you're a wheelchair user, then really there is some bad news as far as some of the new aircrafts. There is a new aircraft, A321LR, which is LR long range. Now there is a long range aircraft which they are bringing into service. This obviously mainly to do with America, where a lot of the 757s are located, and they tend to do long haul 8-hour plus trips. So for example, from London to America, they use the 757s. Well, they are very old now, they're 20 plus years old. So they are being replaced by the A321LR. And unfortunately, there's some bad news for disabled people because they are not going to be installing disabled toilets. Disabled toilet is there's a package, as you can see from this photo. The 320 has a sort of adapted wheelchair accessible toilet, and obviously the wheelchair is this narrow sort of aisle wheelchair that they use for aeroplanes. Really what they're saying is that if you want to go on a long haul 8-hour flight, then you're going to have to hold it in, because there's no way that you can go for a pee on these aircraft, and they have no intention of installing them into the aircraft, apparently. Obviously this is going to create a lot of uproar in the community of disabled people, and organisations are already highlighting the fact that these aircraft need to be adapted. There are laws that say that you need to have made provision, and clearly not having a disabled toilet for 8 hours is completely ridiculous. And I would like to get some feedback on this. I would like to get some comments from disabled people who are wheelchair users. What do you do about going to the toilet? Let's say, for example, well, my going to Thailand, and that is 11 hours, 12 hours. There's no way that I could hold myself in for 12 hours. In fact, sometimes I go 3 or 4 times. But I could never ever see myself doing less than 2 in a 12-hour flight. So I wanted to know how you cope with that. What are the solutions to this problem, and also your thoughts about this new aircraft that's going to be coming out. It doesn't really affect people from the UK, I don't think. I don't know if any airlines are using the A321. A lot of the aircraft are A320s, there are a lot of airlines using those. They have the A320 400s, I think. I'm sure that's a real plane, because the 777 is the older version, which It's been around for a little while, and it's also used on the Thailand trip along with the A380, which is a brand new designed aircraft, and on those ones they do have the disabled toilet, I believe. I've never seen it, never used it, but I believe that they do have. I want to know what your thoughts are on this subject, because I am very interested in hearing. So anyway, give us a comment, a like and a share, and don't forget, come back again for another video. Bye for now.